Hello, good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so super excited to be here on today. Are you excited, Kristi?
Yay! Woo! Very excited. Our third week.
Yes, yes, yes. We are so super excited. Happy, happy day, everybody. Hope you had a fantastic day. Come on, jump on with us today. Kristi and I have an amazing chat, that some things that we want to chat with you about today as we prepare and get ready for the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party, the hashtag Kansas edition. Now, we're going to be live in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas, but remember, you can join us virtually. I'm Tammy Durden, international speaker, best-selling author of the book, I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through, 7 Ways to Turn Your Mess into a Masterpiece, and image coach. I am the image maker. What women hire me to do is to help them upgrade their image. So if you're ready for an image upgrade, if you're ready to show up as your highest and best self, I am the image maker. On the broadcast, partnering with me today is Kristi Arno. Tell everybody about yourself, Kristi.
Hi, I am Kristi Arno, Wichita, Kansas native. I work at an aircraft company by day, and then at night we have a nonprofit, my husband and I. In our community, we go out and do random acts of kindness. We reach out to other nonprofits, and we are called Pay It Forward. So our mission is to sprinkle love, grace, kindness, and any sort of good kindness to others.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kristi. We are so super excited again just to be here on today. We have an amazing topic that we're going to chat about. We're going to talk about the power of a dream. But before we get into our chat, we want to invite everyone again to the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party that's happening in Wichita, Kansas. You can also join us online. If you haven't registered already, go to bit.ly/seeyourway2020 and get registered. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be life-changing. Tonight, we're talking about the power of a dream. And so as we begin this 2020, as we begin this new decade, we want to make sure that we're focused. We want to make sure that we're living life on purpose, and we want to make sure that we are still dreaming. I think, Kristi, a lot of times that in life when we experience setbacks and certain tragedies and challenges in life, we lose our ability to dream, to just dream. And I think we touched on it before. We talked about when we were kids and how we used to dream big, and we would watch television and the cartoons and all of these kind of things. And we just thought everything was possible. When I grow up, I'm going to be this and do that. I remember I used to watch all of the television shows. I was always attracted to the shows where the people lived in the big mansions and drove the fancy cars. And I would say, when I grow up, I'm going to live in a mansion. I'm going to do this and all of these types of things. But somewhere along the way, we stopped dreaming.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think we have people in our lives that try to protect us as we get older, because when you're young, you dream about everything, and then people, they want to protect you because they don't want to see your heart broke if things don't work out. And so I think people have the right intentions. It reminds me of that scene in The Pursuit of Happiness where Will Smith is talking to his son in the movie, and then the son in real life, and his son was saying he wanted to be, I think he wanted to be president, and he was like, whoa, whoa, and then he realized what he was saying to his son, and he said, no. He stopped and he's like, don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do anything, especially not me. So I think people have, we have good intentions of trying to protect, even for ourselves. We want to protect our dreams because we don't want to get our hopes up and then to only see it not come to fruition. So we lose sight of our dreams at a very young age just because of life and disappointments. But really, you got to keep dreaming because you just never know what's possible.
And you know what? I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies, The Pursuit of Happiness. And that scene that you talked about, and how he was discouraging his son from going after his dreams. And, that's one of the things. And I'm glad that, I know it's a movie, but he came to the realization that, you know what? I can't be a dream killer. I can't kill my son's dream. I can't step on his dreams. I can't extinguish that fire that he has. And so that's why it's so important for us as dreamers And if you're out there today and you're watching us, I want you to make a comment. If you're a dreamer, I want you to put in the comments, that's me. I want you to put in the comments, that's me, or put in the comments, I'm a dreamer. Because a lot of times we have to protect our dream. Unfortunately, there are some dream killers and some dream stealers that are people that are not as excited as we are about our dreams. Have you ever had a dream and you're so excited about it, and you run and you tell somebody and they just kind of extinguish your fire and just kind of like, oh, you really think you can do that? Oh, do you have experience in that area? Oh, I've never heard of that. And so that's why we have to protect our dreams. But one of the ways that keeps that fire going with us about our dreams is having a vision board. And when we have a vision board, it keeps it alive because dreams breathe life into us. And so when we create the vision board and when we can actually see that thing come to life, it gives us that fire that we need. So although our dream may have been taken a beating by someone and we shared it, and after the fact we're like, oh man, I shouldn't have ever shared that. And but that vision board keeps us on focus. It keeps that dream alive. It breathes, that freshness back into the dream to say, you know what, I'm still going for it. I'm still excited about it. No matter what they said, I'm going to protect my dream and I'm going to keep moving forward.
Oh, absolutely. When you put it on a board and then you continuously look at the board day after day, it's ingrained in your mind and it's a seed that's planted. And so it's very much like if you are looking for a new car, and so you're driving and all of a sudden you see that car everywhere, whereas you didn't see it maybe 6 months ago, you never saw it. And now that you picked it out and you want to buy one, it's everywhere. And so what happens is you just started to attract that and you're looking for it. So if you have that on your board and you're constantly looking and reminding yourself of your dream, things will actually start to line up for you because you'll see things in your path that maybe you wouldn't have noticed before because you're busy looking at all this stuff. But if you can narrow down and focus on what your goals are, then you actually just may see the little I'm thinking of Hansel and Gretel, the little bread that are along the way that'll take you right to where you need to go.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's just so super important to make sure that you keep your dream in front of you, that you keep it alive, that you stay focused, and that you protect it like a baby. And Kristi, when we talk about dreams, I often cross the paths of people that have kind of given up on their dreams and feel like it's too late. They feel like that time has passed. I'm too old, and just feel like it's too late for them to dream. And they feel like they missed their window of opportunity. And they feel like that, what, it's over for me. I should have done it back, after my kids graduated from high school, and that is over. But what's your take on that, Kristi? Do you think it's ever too late to dream?
Oh gosh, no. And I think as you grow older and you evolve and you mature, your dreams are going to change and they're going to be different. But the more you have gone through in life, the more wisdom you take with you. And so I think there is no like you're too old to dream, because the older you are, the more wise you are. And so you won't make as many mistakes and you can see things clearer and you can see the bigger picture of life. And so I think as you get older, when your dreams change, it's important to continue, because if you're retired, you may not have a career-based goals, but maybe you have travel goals with your spouse or your family, or maybe you have goals that you want to learn another language, or you want to audit a class at a college, or you want to pick up a new hobby or trade or a new skill set. And it's just merely for fun. It has nothing to do with, earning money maybe, but maybe you wouldn't earn money for it. But it's so important because as you get to the second half of your life, you have earned your way there. And so now, people always want to get to retirement, and they want to get to retirement. And when they're there, like, okay, bro, now what? Now is the best time. You need to refocus. What is it that you want to do now? Because you've earned your place right now where you're at. And so what do you want your goals to be? And it doesn't have to be anything gigantic. It doesn't have to be anything major. It doesn't have to be starting a new company, or maybe it is,
Right.
but absolutely you're never too old. And I guess I feel like the older I get, the more wise I am because I've overcome things and I've taken step backs, but then I've learned lessons that makes me more wise. And so absolutely, age has nothing to do with it at all.
I'm convinced of that because throughout history, there have been several people, so many people that have started late in the game, from Colonel Sanders to so many different people, even actors and actresses that have gotten the best of their lives or come to the best points in their lives and realized their dreams in their 50s, in their 60s, even in their 70s. And so I agree with you. It is never too late. As a matter of fact, if you're retired, that's the best time to start a new chapter because you've closed the chapter to one thing. And so now this is a great and amazing opportunity to open the chapter to something new. And what better exercise and what better tool to have than a vision board to help you develop that dream, to help you put it on paper, to help you see what it looks like, to help you bring it to reality. And as you were talking about attracting those things into your life. And so when you begin to put that on paper and you see it and you meditate and you live in it, that's going to begin to bring that manifestation closer and closer and closer into your life. So it's never too late to dream. So if you are the person that's out there and you have given up, if you're the person out there and think that you don't have purpose for your life because you've entered into a certain age bracket, I want to encourage you today. It is never too late. It is not too late. As long as you are breathing, you still have breath in your body. That means that God has left you here for purpose. There is still purpose for your life. There is still so much for you to offer and to give to the world. There's greatness in you, even in the winter season of your life, that somebody needs and somebody's waiting on you to bring out, to give birth to. So I encourage you today. And again, one of the greatest tools that you can use is a vision board to actually bring that to pass. So it's never too late. Don't let anybody stop on your dreams. And so, Kristi, you also referenced sharing it with your spouse. So whenever you have a dream, and I love that, and whenever you have a dream and you have a spouse, a partner, that's an amazing opportunity to share your dream with your spouse. Even building a vision board together. Because if you share as a married couple, and Kristi, you can speak better to this than I can, but as a married couple, and you have certain dreams and certain goals and certain things that you're pursuing together, what not better opportunity is to take out some time together as a couple and begin to create a vision board, what your vision looks like. Again, we've just entered into 2020, and not only a new year, but a totally new decade. You get to plan as a married couple the next 10 years of your life together. What does that look like? I get excited about that. That's absolutely amazing. Wouldn't that be a great opportunity, Kristi?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so your vision board with your spouse, it can be, everything that you want to accomplish, or maybe the things that you want to work on in your marriage. So when Tammy was showing her vision board last week, she had these very bold statements and very bold words. And so you can describe what you want your marriage to be like and evolve to. It doesn't mean it may not be like that today, but what do you want it to look like in the next year, in the next decade? And where do you want to go with it? And what will that require? If you want to be more spontaneous, what are the things that you can do? And just having that dialogue and that conversation. If we want to be more spontaneous, okay, what are some ideas of what we can do so that we have them planted so that we can just start doing them without having to plan them? Or if you want to travel, or maybe you want to take classes together or go to conferences, what does that look like? Or maybe if you're wanting to move or you're wanting to have kids, what would that look like? And so when you put a vision board up with you and your spouse, it's kind of it's a goal for you both, and you both see it and you both are reminded of it on a daily basis of what your goals are and who you want to be together as a couple. It's really good to have your own individually, but then when you have one together, that's a good visualization for you of where you're headed and where your goals are as a couple in your relationship. Absolutely.
Wow, that's awesome. I get, as a single woman that's expecting to be married, I get excited about that because when you're married, you have a partner. It's a partnership. It's someone that you get to share your goals, your dreams with. Like you said, your husband Dan took you to sit in the G wagon because that's one of your dreams to have. And so, but see how you share that together, and you're able to work towards it together. You're able to plan it together, just like you were talking about, whether it's a getaway or a trip, something that will strengthen your marriage, and you get to plan and plot that together. And because you have that vision board, just as you said, it gives you a visual of this is where we're headed. This is what we want to do. This is our plan. This is some things that we're dreaming of bringing forth and manifesting in our lives. And so when you have that coming together of dreams and you're both headed in the right direction, you're both sending your energy in the same direction, you both have the same intentions and expectations, I think that so feeds into the power of a dream. Just that partnership, just to be able to come together and be able to head in the right direction. And so, wow, as I think about it, you have that vision board as a couple, you've planned it, you've put it together, you've come into agreement on it. And so on a daily basis, as you look at it and as you see it, and you're constantly reminded of where you're headed and what's going on, there's no stopping you. It's just a matter of time before it manifests. Just a matter of time.
And I like what you said about sharing not only a vision board with you and your spouse, but also sharing maybe what your vision boards are separate, so that so you know what goals are your spouse going for, so that when an opportunity presents itself, you can help encourage them and push them and support them, so you know where they're trying to go also. So I like what you said there. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, and you know what? That brings something else out too, because that also facilitates communication and agreement in marriage, because in the hustle and bustle of life and things that we may privately think about in our hearts or minds that we desire, if we have it on our individual vision board, it may be a chance that there may be something on that vision board that we haven't even shared with our spouse yet, that we're anticipating or that we're dreaming about. And so when you're able to share that, that brings, clear communication, that brings a oneness, and hey, oh, wow, you know what? I didn't know you I didn't know you wanted to go on a ski trip. I didn't know you wanted, to, to go to Canada or Aspen or whatever on a ski trip. Well, we got to make that happen. And so I think that's a great tool. It's a great conversation piece. It's a great communication piece to be able to use to make sure that you're on the same page, you're headed in the right direction. And as you said, Kristi, you can encourage and support your spouse or your mate in those dreams. So listen, we have, oh, hey, Judy. Judy's on with us. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello, hello. So we are talking about the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party that is happening in Wichita, Kansas this weekend, this Saturday, January the 25th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Kristi and I are so excited about the opportunity. We're so excited to be able to see lives begin to transform, for people to begin to dream again, to get those epiphanies, those aha moments, to get a new strategy and plan for your next year, for your next decade. We're so excited about that. So join us. You can join us in person or you can join us online. Go to bit.ly/seeyourway2020. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be life-changing, and you don't want to miss it. Guess what? It's not just for ladies. Men can come. Kristi and I just talked about marriages and couples. So if you're a married couple, we really encourage you to come and work on a board. You can work on your individual boards. You can work on a board as a couple. Not only that, if you're retired, we just talked about our retirees. If you're at the crossroads and you've just retired and you don't know what your next looks like, and you don't want to just be bored and retire, but you still want to have purpose for your life, come to the Vision Board Party with us. It's going to be amazing. We're going to give you tools and things that you need to help build your vision board, to help bring clarity to your vision. We're going to talk about the law of attraction, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some great music, some great conversations, some great connections. Is going to be awesome. Go to bit.ly/seeyourway2020, and Kristi and I would absolutely love to see you there. Now, the last thing we're going to chat about with you today is about your dreams. Give your dream an assignment. Give your dream an assignment, whatever your dream may be. So let's talk about some things. Maybe your dream is to write a book. Maybe your dream is to get married. Maybe your dream is to be a philanthropist. Or maybe your dream is just to start a business or whatever it may be. But once you have your dream, give it an assignment. Well, what does that mean? That means, what do you expect the outcome of your dream to be? If you want to be an entrepreneur, what's the assignment? What outcome do you want? Do you want to make a global impact? What does that look like? If you want to be an author and write a book, give that book an assignment to empower people across the globe, to help change lives internationally, whatever that may be. It's one thing to dream a dream, but what's the assignment for that dream? What's the outcome? What do you expect? And I think, Kristi, a lot of times we dream the dream, but we don't give that dream an assignment. And then we get stuck, or we wonder why the dream is not unfolded the way we expected. I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen in my own life.
Yeah, it's hard if you and that's a very good point. Absolutely, because if you can narrow down what your intention is for whatever it is you're doing, and if you write that down and remember this, I'm doing this. This is the reason. This is the group of people I want to impact. I'm doing this because I want to pass on this information. I want to, whatever it is, whatever your why is for this specific thing, whatever your intention is as to why it is that you want to do this. If you can remember that, that'll keep you going in the hard times and when you feel like you're running out of steam or it's not going anywhere, because the goal has been placed on your heart for a reason. And if you can figure out who it is that you're supposed to be touching, and you can remember that, then that might help get you through the difficult times. So that's a very good point, absolutely. And to remember why it is you want to do this thing.
Absolutely. Having a strong why is so important. It definitely keeps you on track. It definitely keeps you in the game when you want to quit and give up and let go and turn back. Knowing your why, setting the right intentions, as you said, knowing what the purpose behind your dream is what helps you to keep going. Because a lot of times it gets tough. A lot of people look at my journey and from being a best-selling author, the book tour and the speaking and coaching and the different things that I do. But whenever you dream, and not only dream, but dream big. How big can you dream? And especially when you dream big, the challenges will come, the opposition will come, the dream killers will certainly show up. The doubt, the fear, all of those things will begin to creep in. And if you don't know your why, if you don't have a strong why as to why you dreamt this, as to why I want to impact globally, as to why, I want to tour and spread this message and this movement across the globe. If I don't have a strong why for that, I certainly will quit and give up. And it's easier to quit than it is to keep pushing forward in spite of challenges, in spite of the lack of resources, the lack of support. And we can go on and on with the things that you'll be presented with on your journey, on your way to fulfill your dream. But you got to have that strong why. You got to give your dream an assignment. You got to know why it is that you want it so bad, because that's what keeps you in the game. That's what keeps you moving forward. In addition to that, that constant reminder of a vision board helps you to keep moving forward, keeps you juiced up, as I say, keeps you juiced up so that you can continue to walk on. So before we get ready to leave, I want to share one more board with you that I have. And this board, when we talk about dream big, and so some of the things that I have on this board, some of my dreams, and you see a lot of different things on here. So some of it is places over here, places. Some of the places I've been blessed, they've already come to pass. But some of them haven't. But some places that I want to go. There's an Eiffel Tower. Been there. That one has actually manifested. But these are like some places that I want to go, that I dream of actually going. Some things that I dream of. I'm an image consultant. And so some of these things, from fashion to all of these things that you see on the board. There's my Range Rover. And so these are just dreams. And so this is my dream board, from business things to pleasure to travel. But the question is, how big can you dream? Because it takes the same amount of energy to dream big as it does to dream small. And so how big can you dream? How bad do you want to reach your goals and your dreams? So again, one of the amazing tools that can help you stay on track with your dreams is a vision board. So Kristi and I would love for you to join us at the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party that's in Wichita, Kansas this weekend, this Saturday from 9 to noon. If you haven't registered yet, go to bit.ly/seeyourway2020. We'd love to see you there. If you're not in the Wichita area, guess what? You can join us virtually online for the entire vision board party. Again, go to bit.ly/seeyourway2020. And Kristi and I would be so super excited to see you there. I'm excited. Are you excited, Kristi?
Absolutely, yes. And people have had questions if they can't get online for whatever reason and they want to come, you can buy tickets at the door if need be. Absolutely.
Absolutely. You absolutely can. So no excuse. You got to make this 2020 and your next decade epic. Let's get it kicked off. Let's get it started. Let's get your vision boards ready so you can see your way to success. So that's all for tonight. We love you. We're excited about the vision party. We look forward to seeing you there. And again, if you haven't registered, get registered. So good night, everybody. Thank you for joining.
Good night.
Bye.